Why? I opened my eyes. It was completely dark everywhere. I rubbed my eyes with my hands, but nothing changed. Where I am? Why it's so dark here? I sat straight and screamed, "Anyone here? Please let me out of here. Please let me out. It's so dark here." No one responded. That place was stinking. It was a very dirty smell. I was afraid what will happen to me. Tears were rolling on my face. After some minutes, door opened and someone came in. It was so dark I couldn't see the face of that person. He wasn't alone. There were more than three. Suddenly, someone switched on the light. My eyes widened in shock to see the person in front of me. Taehyung was standing with his man. There was a smirk on his lips. "Taehyung, what you thought you can run away from me?" He laughed manically. My body was shivering in pain. "Why? Please let me go." He didn't say anything but asked his man to bring a bucket of cold water. After a minute, a man took a bucket full of water and handed the bucket to Taehyung. I was feeling scared to death. I don't know what he will do to me, what he will do with water, why he asked for cold water. He started walking, looking at my face, but wait, why is he going other side of the room? I was shocked to see what was there. There was a man on chair. He was tied with ropes. His face and clothes were covered with blood. Taeyong stopped in front of him and splashed the whole bucket of water on his face. The man immediately opened his eyes in shock. "Taeyong, good morning," he said with a cheering voice. "Man, master, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'll never betray you." "Taeyong, don't be sorry, because I don't care if you're sorry or not. Man, master, please let me go. I have a daughter. She'll be alone. Please, master." Taeyong, you should have thought about it before giving our project's information to my enemy. "Man, master, I'll never do this again. Please give me a chance." Taeyong, bring another bucket of water. Man took bucket and ran outside. After a minute, he was back with bucket full of water. Taeyong took bucket and placed it near that man's foot. He looked at me with a smirk. I was confused. What will do to that man? "Taeyong, electric wire?" he asked one of his men. His man ran at the corner. He put plastic gloves on and took a wire in his hand. He came close to Taeyong and handed a pair of gloves. After wearing gloves, Taeyong asked his man to place that man's leg in bucket. His man immediately fulfilled his command. The man was screaming and begging for his life. Taeyong put the electric wire in water bucket. Whole basement started echoing with the poor man screaming. I covered my mouth with my hands. My tears were falling down. I couldn't believe what he did. My body was shivering in fear. I was drenched in sweat. Taeyong turned to me with a smile. He came close to me, but I stepped back in fear. "Taeyong, don't worry, I'm not gonna kill you now. It was a demo for you. If you ever tried something stupid again, this will be your punishment. Now let's go." He held my hand and walked outside. I was in a shock. How he could be so cruel and heartless. He took me in bedroom and pushed me on bed. He sat close to me on bed and said, "Did you enjoy watching?" I didn't respond. My tears were continuously falling from my eyes. "Taeyong, I ask you something," he shouted. "Why? How could you kill him? You are not a human, you are a monster." "Taeyong, ha ha ha, yes, I am a monster, so be careful." He got up and walked to washroom. I closed my eyes, but I couldn't forget what I saw. Slowly my eyes started feeling heavy. I was about to sleep when he came out of washroom. I didn't move. I pretend I was sleeping, but he sat close to me. He unbuttoned my shirt. I opened my eyes. He smiled, looking in my eyes. "Taeyong, what you thought you can fool me?" He kissed my neck roughly. I pushed him away. "Why, don't touch me, you murderer. I hate you. You are disgusting." He looked in my eyes for some seconds and attached his lips on mine. I tried to push him again, but this time I couldn't succeed. He kissed my lips and then moved his finger inside me. That night was too long. He was mad at me. He did it so hard. My body was covered in blue and purple color. I was feeling so down there. Whole night I was moaning and screaming. Days passed like that. I never disobeyed him again. He started trusting me. He gave me permission to go out of room. It's been 3 months I was with him. I was in bedroom when he came. He back hugged me and kissed my neck. "Taeyong, get ready." "Why and for what?" "Taeyong, for shopping." "Why? No, I'm not going anywhere." "Taeyong, why? And when I give you right to say yes or no?" "Why? I'm sorry, master, but please, I don't want to go shopping. My mother took me with her for shopping, but she sold me. Please, I don't want to be sold again." Tears started streaming down on my face. He turned me to face him. He wiped my tears and hugged me tightly. "Taeyong, I'll never sold you to anyone. You are mine, just mine." "Ryan, but Taeyong, get ready. We are getting late. Tomorrow we have to go to a party. Ryan, will you take me with you in a party?" "Taeyong, yes. Now come down in 5 minutes. I'm waiting." He left the room. I was ready in 5 minutes. I went downstairs. He was waiting for me. I stopped in front of him. He held my hand and walked out. He opened the car door for me. I sat and we left with lots of cards. After 15 minutes, we were in mall. He took me in a store. After watching many dresses, he handed 7 dresses to me. "Taeyong, try them." "Ryan, all of them?" "Taeyong, yes, all." I went in fitting room. I tried 6 dresses one by one and went out to show him. It was last dress. I put on that dress and went out to show him. As soon as he saw me, his eyes opened wide. He stood up and came close to me. Taehyung, let me help you to change this dress. He took me in fitting room. This was the dress. Why, master, please not here. We are in mall. Taeyong, so what? Can someone stop me? Why? No, no one can stop you, but please, master. He smiled and kissed my lips. After kiss, he walked out. He bought many things for me. After shopping, he took me in a restaurant for dinner. After dinner, we left for home. After coming back home, I changed my clothes and went to bed. Taeyong was in a meeting in basement. I fell asleep waiting for him to come back. Next morning, I woke up at 9 a.m. Taeyong wasn't in room. I was happy that he wasn't in room. I just need a chance to run away from him. He trusts me now. It will be easy this time. I got up and went to washroom. After my morning routine, I went downstairs for breakfast. After breakfast, I watched TV for hours. At 6 p.m., two makeup artists came for doing my makeup. They were doing my makeup when Taeyong came. He went to washroom to take shower. At 8 p.m. we both were ready to go. Taeyong, I want to eat you right now, but we can't miss this party. We both left for party. We reached our destination. Taeyong opened the door for me. We went inside the mansion. Taeyong was holding my hand like I was a child. We met many people there. It was a birthday party of Mr. John, a huge businessman. Taeyong, I'm going to meet Mr. John. You stay here. I'll be back soon. I nodded my head as yes and sat on a chair in front of bar counter. I was feeling awkward because it was my first time in a party like this. A waiter placed a glass in front of me. I didn't ask in confusion about the drink. I gulped the whole glass. After that, I realized it was wine. I liked the taste, so I asked for more. After drinking 3 glasses, I was completely drunk. My head was spinning when someone came close to me. Excuse me, are you alone here? Why? No, I'm with my master. I'm Sky. Why your master left you alone here? It's not safe for you to be alone in that kind of party. Why? Sky spoke. I went to take a glass of wine when my eyes caught her. She was drunk, but still she was looking so innocent. She was beautiful and innocent, but why someone left her alone here? It was a party of mafias and businessmen. It's not safe for her to be alone. I asked about the man she came with. I sat next to her. I asked waiter for some lime. I asked her to open her mouth. She opened her mouth like a child. I squeezed lime in her mouth. After squeezing 5 pieces of lime, I felt she was fine. I got a call on my phone. I received the call and walked a little far from her. Why? I was back in my senses. Sky was on his phone. I looked around and saw a man coming from up back door. I found a chance. I rushed towards the door and opened it. I walked out of door. I took some steps when someone covered my mouth with his palm. I tried to push him, but he was strong. He started dragging me in a corner. I was screaming, but my mouth was covered. Tears rolled down on my cheeks. It was a dark corner. No one was there. What will happen to me? His hand moved on my thigh. Is he gonna rape me? No, please, no. Why? It's always me. My heart was beating so fast. I was praying for Taeyong to come and save me. Taeyong, where are you? What do you think? What will happen to Ryan? Will Taeyong save her before something bad happened to her? Stay connected.